Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Today we're breaking out the command dice for another game of Chain of Command. So today's game is brought to you by the members of the Facebook group who I've done a poll with. And unsurprisingly, Chain of Command ran away with it, had more votes than all the other games combined, which is typical, as this is a big Chain of Command channel. So here we are, we're back. We're in France, 1940, Operation Fall Rot. And this is the second phase of the conquest of France. The mission we'll be using today is called Hasty Defense. This is from the 1940 Blitzkrieg Handbook by two fat lardies. It's very good. If you haven't seen it and you're into Chain of Command, what are you doing? Go get it. I'll put the link in the description. So introduction. This scenario sees a fragmented defender attempt to form a stable defensive position whilst under attack, possibly after the front line has disintegrated and hasty arrangements are made to plug the resulting gap. In this game, the French will be defending this side of the table in this little village here. The Germans will be attacking from that side and trying to break through. So they're going to be placing 3 or 4 patrol markers anywhere along their edge, all within 12 inches of each other. And their objective is to get 1 unit off the board and also to clear 2 of the 3 sectors on my side of all enemy troops. The French, during the patrol phase, are going to have random placement of their patrol markers. So we're going to roll 2d6, and it's going to determine if they're going to go in that third of this table edge or this third. So they could wind up 2 and 2, or they could wind up all 4 patrol markers on one side. Regardless, however the patrol base turns out, the Germans still have to clear 2 of the 3 2x2 foot sectors along this edge of the table. For support will be 2d6 for the defender, and then the attacker will get 6 more on top of that. And then of course we also have to factor in any difference in force rating, which we'll talk about here in a minute when we go over the forces. So that is the mission. We played this one several times, and getting a unit off the board in this one can be fairly easy compared to other missions where you have to get off the board, but it's clearing the 2 sectors and getting a unit off the board that is difficult. So what we'll do now is we'll just take a quick look at the terrain. So to begin with, as usual, our channel sponsor, Geek Villain. This is their mat. They sent this to us. This is their grassy hill mat. We've used this a ton of times. It's one of our favorites, and it's perfect for this type of terrain this time of the year. So yeah, check them out. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out yourself. Other than that, as you can see, there's quite a bit of terrain for us. We've used every building we have, this Western Europe building that is. So this is what we came up with. It's a small village, plenty of hard cover. Everything is going to be hard cover except for that barn over there. We have a lot of tall fences spread around the board. These are going to act sort of like hedges. There's going to be a 2-inch visibility to and from, and they're going to be soft cover. The wheat fields are going to be soft cover. They're tall wheat, so they're going to be always soft cover regardless if you're moving or stationary. These are going to be soft cover as well, not blocking line of sight obviously. We've got a small stone wall around the rat bastard here. That's going to be hard cover. And we have an orchard, 6-inch visibility, normal orchard rule, soft cover. This is just an open area field. We have one patch of woods back there, and that is the 4-inch visibility and soft cover as well. Other than that, individual trees as normal are just going to be terrain, nothing you can really hide behind. And I think that's it. So that is the mission, that is the terrain. Let's take a quick look at the forces. We will start with the French force. So this is going to be, well, since it's Fall Rot, we're going to use the newly raised units. This is Division Laguerre d'Infanterie. So this is a newly raised light infantry unit that has been cobbled together from men repatriated from Britain after Dunkirk, and just cobbled together units essentially. They are they're regular troops. Their force rating is -3. They got 5 command dice. And they do start losing command dice once they get to force morale 5. So at 5 they're going to drop to 4 dice instead of at 4 like normal. And we've never used this platoon, so this is going to be different for us. We've always used the regular infantry platoon, so this will be something new. And the platoon headquarters, so starting up here, We have Lieutenant Martin Frazier. He is a pistol. He is the platoon commander. There's only one senior leader in this platoon. And we have 3 Group de Combat. They are all identical. We have a sergeant, junior leader with rifle. We have an FM 2429 LMG with 2 crew and 4 riflemen. And we have another team with 1 VB launcher and then 4 riflemen. So when VB launchers are like this, it takes a command from the junior leader in order to fire it. They still have limited ammo unless we buy additional ammo, but they're not going to be as effective in this setting since they're not all firing at once, but they'll still be handy to have. That is it, yeah. That is the French force. Not much to it. They are going to get quite a bit more support points, I should say, because the force rating difference is quite large. With the Germans are at +4, we're at -3, so that's 7 extra. So we're actually going to have more support points as these guys than the Germans are going to have on the attack. And here we have the Big Daddy platoon of the Germans. So this is the first wave division, the cream of the crop for them. As you can see, a very large platoon, 4 squads. It's got a mortar, it's got everything. So this is a really strong platoon. They are regulars, 5 dice, +4 force rating, as I mentioned, and a lot of guys. So we have in charge of the platoon, we have Lieutenant Nils Vesterman and his trusty platoon sergeant Jens Kopke. We have 4 identical squads. Each squad is a squad leader, junior leader, with machine pistol, 3-man MG34 team, 6-man rifles, and then we have 1 5-centimeter mortar with 3 crew. And that's it. That's the briefing, and that's the forces, the terrain. We'll get started. So Andre's arrived, and we have done the preliminary stuff. Force morale, we both have a 9. I wound up with 2 patrol markers, and so I'll call this Sector 1. And we've wound up with 2 more in Sector 2. And Andre has placed his 3 patrol markers right there. And you get to make the first move. And then we will be back at the end of the patrol phase. Phase complete. I'll start off on my side. So I wound up with 1 in this building, and then I wound up with 2 over here. 1 in the orchard behind the fence, and then 1 in that building there. Andre wound up with 1 behind the fence here, behind this building, and then inside the church. So it was a kind of an interesting patrol phase. This mission is always an interesting patrol phase. We've had some really, it's probably remember that one game when he managed to squeak through the middle somehow?
I think that was the very first time we did this. I actually wound up completely in between your and it's like,
that was interesting.
Okay, one.
Well, that was my fault. I could have stopped you. Like I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Just pinch in a little bit, and then that'll stop you from doing that. Anyway, that is the patrol phase. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to pick our support and do our plans. Before we do the plans, Andre has brought the Stuka. Now technically in the book it says you're supposed to do this before the patrol phase, but we always pick our support after, so that's totally different than we normally do it. So we did the patrol phase. He brought a Stuka. I did spend 2 points to bring the anti-aircraft artillery.
Oh.
So I was going to bring a sniper for 2 points, but now I decided to bring the artillery.
So you just get to ignore all the 5s.
I ignore all 5. So buildings are only hit by the Stuka on a 6. So
okay.
Where do you want to start?
You just start pointing ours. Right. We'll start rolling.
Oh, it's a hit. That looks like it already been hit. Okay, this one. Oh, that one's hit too. Hey, that's right by your jump off point.
Yes, it is.
The church.
Hey, it's got a jump off point.
This one.
Nope.
This one?
Nope. Nope. Yes.
Oh, that's by my jump off point. Okay, and then the
rat bastard.
The barn. Oh, the rat bastard. No, we already did all those, I think.
You did?
Did we not do? Maybe not the rat bastard.
Rat bastard. I got
Okay.
2 dice in my hand.
Rat bastard.
Nope.
And then the barn. Nope. Well, but this is an important
we got
one.
3 hits.
Now we got to figure out what happens. Start here, roll a d6. We'll see what happens to the building. A 2. Building is on fire and unstable.
Okay.
Okay, so next is going to be your building there.
Same.
So on fire and unstable. And then the mine over there.
A 4.
Building is unstable. So I can't go into the pigsty. I wasn't planning on going in there anyway. So on fire, unstable, and unstable. This is what the board looks like now. The smoke from the fire is drifting this way. And both of these are unstable, so at the end of the turn we'll check to see if they collapse. At the end of the turn we'll also see if the fire goes out. You gotta do both of those. But yeah, we're seeing now why you should do this before the patrol phase, because
it makes a difference.
If you're a building that gets blown up that you're or unstable that your patrol marker's in, you're screwed. But that would give you a chance to not go into the unstable building.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't. Yeah, obviously put a patrol.
So we'll have to remember
point
that.
in and
it's just
collapse.
It's
the
just
building.
that we've always done the buying our support after the patrol phase, because then you know where you're starting. And
right, and I thought it actually said that in the rules.
I think it might. But then again, like you said, okay, I'm going to bring the Stuka, but you have to buy your machine guns after the patrol phase. So they roll up with your machine guns a little bit too late to help out. Anyway, so the Bofors 40 millimeters, they did drive off a couple of the Stukas. You got a couple 5s in there. So they did their job, and now we will do the plans. So the French plan, I am defending, so pretty much I'm going to react to where Andre's going and try to position my forces the best I can. I do have a lot of points though, because of the force rating difference. I have 1 more point than Andre has, which is sort of unusual as a defender. Okay, so I bought an adjutant so I can bring Frazier on early. I brought 2 of those incendiary bottles, the Molotov cocktails. So I'm going to give 2 of them to 1 to 2 of my sections. I'm going to bring a roadblock. I'm going to bring the Francs. I'm going to kill this Couriers. It's sort of like a pre-game barrage type thing. On a 1 to 5, they'll fire at the jump off point, and on a 1 to 5 they can't use it. On a 6 they can use it, and I think after the first time there's some other rules. I'm also bringing a Hotchkiss machine gun crew. That's only got a firepower 9. I'm bringing an unreliable British infantry section just to bolster my forces, to make me have the same amount of platoons that he has. And then I brought the Bofors 40 millimeter anti-aircraft artillery. That was my last 2 points instead of the sniper, and I'm glad I did, because it saved a couple of my buildings from getting hit. My main force is going to be over here, and I do have 1. My other jump off point was oh wait, it was in this building that did. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the building that caught him. It's in this building. So this is a decent spot because I got the fences to hide behind. I got the smoke screen here now, so if he doesn't go around this way, I can run out here and hide behind the smoke. I have a few options, but it's looking like my sectors, my main defense sector might be over here. But as again, I'm defending. I have to kind of play it how Andre plays it and put my forces where he's going. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop him getting off the board, but my main thing is going to be making it very hard for him to dig me out of the 2 sectors. And that'll do it. So that's my plan, and we'll let Andre do his plan.
Okay, German plan. So, well, not, get off the board. That's probably going to be fairly easy. The trick is I got to clear 2 sections. So, have I picked which 2 sections? No. I mean, ideally, I'd like to clear this section and the middle section, just to have us over in there. Is that realistic? I don't know. That would be the easiest for me, but I don't think Travis is going to cooperate too well. I do have my jump off points are pretty well congregated here. So I've got the center of the board. I'm really just going to try and hold the center of the board. I do have the Stuka bombardment, obviously, and along with that, I've got a tank. So I do have some mobile HE to hopefully keep Travis out of the buildings. And I did bring the shabby Nazi trick. So I've got the 5th columnist, which will allow me to possibly shut down a jump off point, possibly incapacitate Travis's one of his leaders from activating. We'll see how I use that. Shutting down a jump off point could be huge, in that if I can shut down a jump off point here and then actually get over and tie it down with troops, that would give me a big chunk of the board, and that would go a long ways to controlling 2 of the sectors. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. The last bit of support is an off-table machine gun, which I'm not sure we've ever done this before, but my thought process there is Travis will likely be, back on this back edge someplace defending, and there's a real good chance that popping up a machine gun in the, maybe back, if he's in that orchard, having a machine gun show up on the backside of that orchard, blazing him down. If nothing else, it should blast him out of some cover that he's in. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't recall ever having used one before. We tend to, they're real vulnerable to smoke because it's a line of sight thing, but I don't know. I'm going to try it. Anyway, that's all I got.
That'll do it for the plans, and Andre will begin the game with his phase.
And
666.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. So Andre's going to try to deploy here, but I'm going to deploy my. Okay, again, Frank's Terrier. I'm horrible at French. Frank's Terriers.
Frank's rear.
Whatever, man. So when a German player deploys, he's deploying it on the table. The French player may declare they're coming under fire from the Frank Terriers. Roll a d6, Andre. So roll for your the squad there.
The squad?
Or whichever, yeah.
Well, you said squad, so squad.
Okay, so on a 6, they ignore it and deploy. On a 1 to 5, you're delayed and no troops may deploy from that jump-off point in this phase. So
What?
no one can deploy from that jump-off point in this phase now.
Wow.
On subsequent phases, troops attempting to deploy from that jump-off point must roll a d6. On a 1 to 3, it remains blocked. On a 4 to 6, you disperse the Franks, and he is removed from play.
So it's a 1 in 6 shot to not. Wow.
Well,
that thing better have been expensive.
I think it was 1 point. I should have brought 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or more.
Okay, well, you can't deploy from that. Well, the only thing that came in was this, as he said he came out of this one, which I forgot he even had one here. So that's got the harassing fire on it. And then he also brought in a Panzer II over here off of the road on Overwatch, acting as if he's scared there might be an AT gun or something somewhere. And he's not going to bring one of his senior leaders in. So now we will roll the French phase. Man, come on, 666.
5s.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd have taken that roll.
Yeah, I got that fast. It's like I could end the Stuka barrage before I started even trying to come in. But this is what we were talking about earlier. I'm very tempted to try to bring in something just so when I can start trying to clear all the shock off that I'm going to take.
Except you're taking 2 less shock
Because of the artillery, yeah.
Yeah, so.
And let me think about it. I will try to bring a squad in. I need 4+. Okay. So got a squad coming in. The Stuka is going to do D6 per team, but -2 for the anti-aircraft artillery. So this team here, so still 3.
Wow.
And then this team here, 1. Okay, they're going to come in. I'm going to wait on bringing Frazier in to see if he might be placed in a better spot. But for now, one squad has made it through. 3 shock, 1 shock from the Stuka, and then he pulled 2 shock. So
What are those other 2 dudes?
what other 2 dudes? Oh, that's the machine gun. I guess
They're going to join their squad?
they're going to be in the squad too.
Okay.
So there they are. Down to 1 shock each. Not horrible. So those AA and artillery is
It's important.
double phase. And a 5 and 2 4s. So you bring in both your senior leaders. Okay, next up. There we go. 1 2 2 4 5. So Kopke came in, cleared away the Frank's terriers, and I'll figure out. I'll have to ask how to say that for next game.
I don't know. I like Frank's rear.
But yeah, Kopke made it in. He drove them off, and then he brought a squad with him. And then that Panzer II had just moved around through the wood line there, and they're hooking around to my left side, Andre's right. And now it is the French phase.
But it was scary as hell.
Hey.
Ooh, Travis answers with his own double phase.
I need another 6. I could end the turn. But I will try to bring, let me think about it. Definitely going to try to bring a squad in.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, you got something?
So what is that blocking a jump off point?
Oh, do you have, you bought the
5th column.
5th columnist? Yes.
So how does that work?
Well, let's look it up. We're going to see if they even show up before he decides to bring in the 5th columnist, which they do.
Okay.
Okay, so Andres. Okay, there he is. The 5th columnist has arrived. It's McDuff. He is pointing to my troops, telling me to go back the way you came. Don't come this way. So we've run off. It's essentially the same exact thing that I had over here from now on. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to try to bring in my leader by himself. So your phase, Andre.
All right. What up?
Same color. Wargaming World and Tabletop CP dice. Ooh,
Those are
threes.
a lot of low rolls.
Those are good though.
And a pair of 1s.
We forgot that I had a double phase. So I'll just do this. We'll let Andre keep his roll. Hey, look at that. I got a full chain of command dice now.
Woohoo!
And I, again, so you're going to bring a bunch of crap in now. So if
Maybe.
I bring something
You
in.
don't know that. We'll have to wait and see what I roll.
I'm pretty sure you got like a full platoon off the board still. Do I wait another turn and just come in, use this to end the turn, end the Stuka, and just come in as normal? You didn't get a double phase, so I will get it. Yeah, I'm going to wait. I think I will have to use this to end the turn so I can bring the rest of my stuff in without shock. So that's all I'm going to do. Go ahead and proceed. So Andre has brought a lot of stuff in. Well, he's brought 2 squads, so he's brought a squad in there. He's brought a squad in there. He tried to get these guys over the fence because if I end the turn, this building could collapse on him. He only got a 1-inch move. But everyone else is within outside of 4 inches of it.
Yeah, but I got twice that with my tank.
And the tank moved 2 inches. He's creeping around the corner. So I was thinking now is the time to end the turn. But I do have unreliable allies, I told Andre. So I'm going to have to roll for them. And then Andre's going to have to roll for the, or then I'll have to roll for the house. Yeah, but I got to do it. So I'm going to burn my chain of command dice.
Yay.
I'm going to end the turn. I will roll for my unreliable allies. Come on, baby.
So you going high or low?
I want to be high.
You want to be high.
Okay, 3, yeah. So it's 3 plus, they stay. It's a 1 or 2, they go. So
Oh.
they stay.
So they're pretty okay.
So my unreliable British allies will,
Barely hung around.
for now. And next up, on a 5 or 6, this house collapses. Oh, it doesn't. Just so I think. Yeah.
No, all 3. This
Oh,
one's,
we have other unstable.
That's unstable, and not that these really matter.
Yeah. So that one collapsed, but there's no one around it.
And
And that one, no.
so
This one already looks kind of collapsed.
Okay.
Perfect. It worked out perfect.
All right. So my roll.
No, it's my roll. I just ended the turn. Oh wait, I was supposed to do that. Oh, I did it at the end of your
My turn.
phase. Now it's my phase. Okay. Now I can start bringing stuff in, including
Should have let me have another turn.
my British. Okay, watch out. It'd be funny if I rolled the 666. Okay,
It's happened before.
2, 3, 4, 4. I forgot to roll for the building. So the building on fire there.
3.
1 to 3, nothing happens.
Okay.
4 plus it goes out. So the collapsed building, nope. That's it.
Okay. Everything's still burning. Burn, baby, burn.
Burn. And I will finish my phase. I have brought in the senior leader, Frazier. He ordered that squad to move down. They made it to the end of the orchard there. And I brought in my unreliable 51st Highland Division allies here next to Frazier. And that's it. So it's Andre's phase. Go for it.
Okay. Usually you say something
Double
like,
phase.
don't roll a double phase.
And a 1, 3, 4.
I'll take it.
Okay. Koppke has ordered all these squads to advance. They came around this way along with the 5-centimeter mortar. They moved up to the fence. And the Panzer II has advanced into the wheat field. Next phase. A couple more 5s. Burn 6 and 2 3s. The Panzer III has finally hauled ass. And it's gone all the way up here. And meanwhile that squad has leapt over the fence and they're moving in towards my jump off point over here. Now is the French phase. Oh man, not again. Damn it. Now I gotta roll my dudes again. My British allies might just be like, sorry guys, we got better shit to do. Oh, they do, they leave. Oh, British.
Harsh.
They didn't do anything.
Yeah, they did. They came
Popped
on the
in
board.
and left.
You guys got this under control.
Yep, looks like we're good.
We don't see any Germans.
See you guys. Okay, so they're going to be gone, but I do have 2 2s. I'm not going to burn one moving the British. This squad, they were upset seeing the British run off. So they're charging over here towards the rat bastard. And then I brought in my last squad. I made it past his 5th columnist. He's gone. He's been exposed and probably killed on the spot. And then I brought in my last squad here. Sadly, my British are gone. I had high hopes for those guys. And then we move on to the next phase. We got to roll for the building. So let's see if this one collapses.
Okay.
It does, which you don't have anyone by there. So see if the fire goes out. I can't remember if I
I
checked.
believe that does.
Okay. And then this fire?
No.
So this means that all my cover is now gone. I needed this to keep that tank from just blasting down the road.
Well,
So everything's gone.
everybody that was down there
backwards
ran
for me.
off, though.
Yeah, that's because they knew that Panzer II was
And
coming.
in building,
In building.
it collapses.
Okay, it's collapsed. Can't go into the pig pen anymore. Now we will do the next phase. They're all collapsed. Another double phase. Man, I need some 1s, man. 2, 2, 4. Lieutenant Frazier moved himself up. He got a really good move. He ordered them in. They hopped the fence, went into the rat bastard. These guys have tried to move around and get in here. They didn't make it very far. Next phase. Drop one of the dice. Hey, look at that. Chain of command point. 2, 2, 2. These guys made it into the building. They're technically all in here. Just not enough room to physically put them in. They're off the window. These guys, the machine gun team moved up to the top floor. The other guys are just on the bottom floor here. And with the last 2, I'm not going to do anything.
Hey, I got
Andre's
roll.
phase.
Woohoo!
Finally.
Hey, my senior leaders can activate.
In the section. Okay, Andre moved this squad. They booked it across. Then Koppke had this squad move up, and they ran really far. And as they run by, they're going to shout to the 5-centimeter mortar to fire at the rat bastard. So I need 5s and 6s. Got 1.
They actually yelled back, "Kill the bastard!" They took that as fire on the rat bastard.
They knew where it was. So it reduces cover by 1. So soft cover on the team. We'll just put them on the machine gun team up top there. Point of shock. Okay, and is that it?
That
You got a 2 and 2 more 4s.
actually,
You
yeah,
could bring in
I'll
another
bring in.
squad. Bring in everything else. That's it for Andre, unless you got more support off the board. Brought a squad in here, just right off that jump off point. So there he is, and then he ran all the way up here, and then he brought Festerman in over here with these guys. So
We are here.
I don't know if you have more support.
I do.
I'm not going to be like Andre and trying to compute how many points you have left, so I can
It
know
would
what
be
to
3
do.
points.
3. Oh, I know what it is. It's a flamethrower team. 2 4s and 2 2s. Lieutenant Frazier has moved into this building. He has pulled the shock. He's going to have the machine gun fire onto those guys in the road there. The other 2, these guys, the machine gun team moved up to the 2nd story of this building. The rifle team moved to the front of the building. And that's it. So the machine gun team firing at these guys here, needing, what do I need, Andre? 5s.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Not bad. So these will all go onto these, I guess, a rifle team here in the open.
Okay, so
Just 1 dead. Okay.
and is it? No.
Not the leader. So just 1 dead guy. Okay. And
Hey,
I think
a
that's
casualty.
It. That's it for me.
A shot and a casualty. Woo!
Now I just got to take all this return fire, which I'm going to take here. Hopefully survive it. Oh no!
A double phase of return fire.
Oh god!
And
That's not good. No 3.
Ah!
The tank.
But I got my chain of command die.
Okay, and then 2 4s. First, so Andre's just gonna. First thing he's gonna do, 1d6, rearrange. Got his machine gun on the end. They're gonna shoot up at the machine gun and the rat bastard. Needing 5s, so 2 hits.
2 hits, baby.
Nothing.
Okay.
Hardcover.
All right. So this machine gun's gonna pour it on
So
to.
14 shots per. It says, we'll say you
Well,
can shoot. Well,
I
they're
can't-
shooting up above, so I would say you could shoot over them. since
Even
you're-
these guys in back here.
Well, you're shooting at guys on the top floor, on the higher floor. So yeah.
Okay.
I mean that's. Otherwise,
All
what's
right.
the point of having a 2-story building?
Yeah. All right. So we're at
I think you're
14.
going to be within 18 with those guys. So you're 14 dice.
So-
Needing.
Do I need to be within
Force.
12 with the rifles though?
I need to be within 12 with the submachine guns.
Okay. So I'm within 18 with everybody.
Okay. So,
And
you're over 12 here. I know that. I already measured that.
okay, but it's 18. So
So need the 4s.
okay,
This could be it for the machine gun team.
lots of 4s.
Because there's a whole
Oh!
nother, a whole nother phase to go. Oh crap!
Yeah.
That's a lot. I thought it was more than that.
It's just half.
Come on, 7. That's nothing. Dead and a shock. Check the leader. No. Okay. Well, the first barrage was not that bad, but we got about 4 more coming. Maybe more than that.
Look at all the
If you
threes.
get another double phase.
3, 6.
6. Okay.
We'll do better this time.
Oh
We
yeah,
did do
2
better.
dead. Oh man, and then another shock.
Still not the leader.
I'm down to 3 guys in the squad now. And then a shock.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to pull back and just. I hate to play that way. Just hide in the building and make you come get me out. But what else am I gonna do? Just sit here and get
Yeah,
blasted
well,
by 4
No,
squads?
you can't take this kind of. Well, and this isn't even with the tank online. I mean,
Yeah. So yeah, you got a double phase, Andre.
well,
So
then
just-
I better roll some 3s this time.
all 5s. Yeah, there's a couple 3s.
Look at all the
2
threes.
3s, a 1 and a 2.
Onto the rat bastard and covering fire on the rat bastard and a mortar round to.
You sure that's everything? What about the Stuka? Is it gonna come back?
Oh,
Circling around?
yeah, the
forgot
Stuka. It's been 3 phases, 3 turns. I can check to see if the Stuka's back.
So pretty much he's gonna light these guys up again. I only got 3 guys left in that team on the root or in the top floor. with them. Vesterman over here, Kopke over here. Kopke also ordered this machine gun to put covering fire onto the rat bastard, and then the Panzer II is going to fire. Okay, so what are we starting with here, Andre?
Let's just dice. Still got the dice from these
Okay.
rolls, so let's do this group here.
All right then.
Needing
Needing a
fours,
whiff.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a. That's pretty whiffy.
Whiffy. 5. Oh, that
Dead
was
in a shock.
Another dead in the shock. Check the leader. Ooh, no. Okay, I'm down to just the machine gun team now.
With 3 shock.
With 3 shock.
Okay, and second volley.
Okay.
Man.
The dice gods are. They give me a lot of 6s though.
5.
I've rolled a 6 like every single, at least 1 6
Yeah,
every time.
you have.
Which is not good. Not that time.
Just a shock.
Just a shock. Okay. And is there anything? So that was just one.
So the tank on
Oh no,
the.
that was both of those, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, the tank. So you got an HE6 on the tank. To the rat bastard.
To the rats.
Eden 4s.
3 hits.
Okay, reducing cover. 2 shock. 2 shock on the guys in the rat bastard.
On those guys.
Order time. Nothing. I think that's it then. Is that it, Andre?
Yeah.
On to the French. Okay, it's time to pull back.
Advance to the
If we get
rear.
what we need. I don't know.
All your senior leaders
Well,
can activate.
Frazier can do his thing, and then I can pull that team back. Okay, this squad pulled back. They're just now downstairs towards the back of the building, and these guys did the same thing. Frazier pulled the shock, and he had everyone just kind of pull downstairs off the windows. He can still fire his HE at it, but no direct fire. Okay, 2 4s. And good thing we got those 2 senior leaders. Andre has moved everything got like over 10-inch move, or up at least 10, including the mortar.
Well, actually,
Took 1.
they only got a 6-inch move.
Oh, okay.
Which was incredibly
2d6
impressive since
over
I
the
dropped
fence.
the high die.
Yeah, that's not bad. So they're rushing this building, and these guys are rushing the rat bastard. Meanwhile, those guys are just covering down this back alleyway still. Now would be a good time for a double phase. This is an opportune time.
You're ready?
Dice gods, you need to make it up to me for having my British run off. Man, no 1.
But you're building your chain of command die.
Yay. Hey, that's awesome. I needed a 1 and a double phase to actually have a chance here. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to wait. He's going to have to come get me out of the rat bastard. Oh, God. Andre has moved up here. They got a pretty slow move. They're a little hesitant to come around. These guys, meanwhile, have rushed to the front of the building. And these guys have hopped the wall over here towards the rat bastard. And that's it.
Okay.
Next double phase. Come on, man. End of turn, too. There's a 3 and a 4. These guys are going to fire into the windows. Of course, you can only fire 2 guys per window, not not every single guy can fire.
Okay, so I got the
Sure.
LMG
Yeah, so that's
and
8.
the 2 submachine guns is all
Okay.
that's firing.
Yep, so that'd be 8 plus 4. No, 8 plus
8.
8.
Is 16.
8 and 4s. And then another phase after this, which is amazing. How many did you get? Quite a few.
That looks like 3, 6, 9.
We'll do, I got a 2-man, I'm only down to 2 guys in that machine gun team. So I'll do 5 on the rifle team. Another dead guy. And then machine gun. Another dead guy. So 1 dead each. And then check the leader. Needing the 2. No. I've been getting lucky on the leaders at least. But I did lose another man per team. Okay, what else you got?
Okay, I just moved around to the back side so I can fire in
Half
next
effects?
turn.
Oh, you
No,
did
no,
2d6?
that, yeah.
Oh, your next phase, you mean?
Yeah. Well, my next turn. Next turn.
Oh, that's right. The end of the turn. Maybe can I roll to see if my British come back?
Sure, they finished their mission there.
Oh, then you move the tank down.
And
the
I
road as
moved
well.
the tank. All right.
Next.
Next turn. I don't think there were any effects. Oh, my Overwatch went away.
Yeah, and the buildings are all collapsed. So, yeah.
That building might not be burning anymore, but does anybody really care? Yeah.
Okay.
1, 1, 2.
All right then. Here we go. Even 4s. 8 hits, 4 on each. So the one-man machine gun team. I can't see.
Double shock.
And then the rifle team is nothing. So we're at 6 shock now. We better
I'm not
figure
sure
this
I want
out.
to kill
The
the
guys in the
Ultra.
back.
Oh, how many?
You got a machine gun. So you got the 4 for the
And a
SMG,
submachine gun,
one
and then
rifle.
1 shot. So not quite as many. 8 and 5. But we got 8 hits.
Okay, same thing on the machine gun. Yeah, he's dead.
Hey, you lost 6 pins.
Oh, I love that. So another dead rifleman. Check the leader. Can't keep getting lucky forever. I guess I can.
Yeah, you can.
So team wiped out.
Hey, our first bad thing.
Team wiped out
I
on
think
the
that's a
floor.
-1.
-1, so I'm down to 8.
Woohoo! We're almost there.
So I lost all my shock, huh? So now I'm just kind of hanging here. Did you
Yeah.
get another double phase? Not this time. Okay.
Okay, so
That's both of those.
that's both of those.
The Panzer II firing into the rat bastard. Even 4s.
3 hits.
The rifle team, the machine gun team. So the rifle team took a kill and a shock. Oh shit! It's the leader. Let's see which one it is because my big man's in there. It's him.
Oh,
Oh man, he's
but
wounded.
it's not much.
Oh yeah, no worries. I don't care.
Well,
So what? He's wounded. Bad. Senior leader wounded. Oh yeah, that's always good.
sixes
-2.
are always good.
So I'm down to 6 now, and these guys drop a force. These guys, Andre, drop a order dice on when they get to 5
Oh,
instead of 4. So one more, I'm gonna have to drop an order dice. So I lost 1 guy and then the wounded leader.
yep.
In the end, that's all Andre's gonna do. And
Actually, I'll put these guys on Overwatch.
all right. So which way are they facing? Just both directions.
They're actually, kind of both directions.
So machine gun team facing this way, and rifle team facing this way.
Well,
And that's it. I think Andre's finally done. I need a 1 here. I've been trying to bring this machine gun in for
is
like the whole
that
game.
one?
Oh
Hey!
yeah, a couple 1s. 2 1s, 3 and 2 4. I'm gonna bring the 1. I'm bringing this guy in. I've been racking my brain with what to do with the rest of. I can't do anything. I'll go over that in a second. But we will shoot there. So I think I'm within 24. So I'm gonna be hitting on 4s. But you do have hard cover because you're behind this wall here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 5 out of 9 hits.
5, man. Okay, so
Hold on. All right, pull them up.
so 2 on the machine gun team,
Nothing.
3 on the rifles.
Okay.
That's
nothing.
less. Don't I get something for that?
It's a ricochet. Okay, so yeah, at this point, so he's on Overwatch. So I had contemplated running around here and fisticuff, and hopefully I can kill Vesterman. If I could wipe him out with some super lucky rolling, which doesn't seem to be on my side tonight at all, then maybe I could drop his force morale, take a squad out, and yeah, and then hopefully I could claw my way back from there. But he's on Overwatch with 2 SMGs at really close range. That's 8 shots. I could run around this way, but then I'm taking the same amount of shots from the machine gun. Over here, I can't go out the front, I can't go out the back. I could go up the stairs and sit there. Over here, I can't go out this way because of the tank. I can't go out that way because they're on Overwatch. So Andre definitely has everything all covered. I can't go anywhere. They are going to come out. Doors right here is going to pop out. You're going to get 8 shots for the machine gun. Leading force.
Only 3.
3, okay. I need a miracle here.
I believe in
Rifle team.
miracles.
And then the machine gun team. Another dead. Wow, I've lost a lot of French dudes.
Actually, that's a shock on the 3 too, isn't it?
A shock and a dead on the machine gun team, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, fisticuffs. Okay, so he's got a bunch of SMGs in here, so he's going to have a lot more dice than me, but I really have no options. All right, here we go.
I hate
So
fair
it's
fights.
13 against 14. We kind of fudged a little bit with the rules because he's got one team he faced this way. We're cutting their dice down a little bit.
Which, if you're getting hit from behind, that's...
This is kind of a gray area because you got one squad, both facing, or each team is facing a different direction.
Yeah, but it makes sense to me that the team that's facing away, that's on the far side of the action, really isn't going to be contributing like they would with those submachine guns. So
in the end,
I think it's realistic.
we're fairly even. Andre is going to have 14. I'm going to have 13. So I'll roll mine first. I really need to win this battle if I'm going to have a chance at all. Yeah, 2, 3. That ain't going to do it.
A 6 and 2
That
5s.
is not good.
So even with the total whiff here, it's not going to be too devastating. And I got 5.
How many did I get? 3?
3.
Yeah, that'll do it. So I'm lost by 2.
Yep.
Fall back 9, 1 shock per team. Plus I'm going to take a bunch more shock. Yeah. I think they're going to be off the board.
I think one of those was a 5.
Oh, well then that changes everything.
Yeah. Don't overreact, Travis.
So I have 1 less shock than I thought I had.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see if it's Frazier. Yeah, it is him. He takes another wound. Well, he would be down to 1 command, so that's a bad thing. Probably -1. Yeah, it takes me down to 5. Okay. And then Andre, you lost 3 guys.
Okay.
So check and see if it's your leader. No. So, yeah. The French are just going to retreat. We're backing out of this village. There's just no way in hell we can stand up to the onslaught of the Germans, which was just relentless, crushing tide of just dudes and double phases. Unbelievable. So we'll come back and wrap it up. All right, good morning. Hey guys, it's me. I'm here to do the wrap up. The smoke is cleared from the battlefield. It's all quiet. And the wrap up we did last night was sadly truncated somewhere along the way, and I can't find the rest of it. So I'm just going to do a quick solo wrap up without Andre. And first thing I would say is that Andre did a great job. He had his plan. He stuck to it. He split his forces evenly. He had a senior leader on each, and he was able to move very rapidly. And I apologize for my neighbor over there with his chainsaw going crazy. But yeah, anyway, Andre had perfectly positioned Kopke and Vesterman to control the whole platoon. He was moving the whole platoon virtually every phase, I believe. And they made it across this road in the blink of an eye. I was surprised by how fast they were over here. I thought I might even have time to get out of here and get over to there. But they were swarmed this building and I couldn't get out. And then they swarmed that building and I couldn't get out. And then my British allies ran off, which was a big problem for me as I was relying on them to help. It turns out relying on unreliable allies probably isn't a good idea. Needless to say, they were called away to their parent unit and they're fighting somewhere else, I'm sure, right now. So nothing against the 51st Highlanders, I love them. So we will say they were called away. They didn't run off scared, they just were told to do something else. We did get to use a lot of the 1940 special rules in this game, more than we have before. I used one, Andre used the 5th columnist, he used the Stuka, I used the anti-aircraft machine guns, or anti-aircraft artillery, which are really good. And then Andre even brought the off-table machine guns, you just never got a chance to use them. So we had almost everything from almost all of our support was from the handbook, and really cool stuff. So I think we'll try, I'm thinking we're going to do this one again. I like the map. I did look at the poll again, and when I looked at it, when I set this up, Hasty Defense was the leader. When I looked at it this morning, Going with a Bang was the leader. So I think what we might do is next week play Going with a Bang on the same table, heading long ways. Could be interesting. Switch up the sides. I'll be the Germans, and then Andre can be the BEF this time instead of the French. And we'll see how they stack up against the Germans. But this German platoon is very strong. 4 squads, 2 senior leaders, a bunch of MG34s. The +4 force rating definitely is earned by this platoon. And the idea that I had one more force support point than Andre did as the defender is quite amazing. That's something that rarely happens. And another thing that almost never happens is that Andre only lost 1 KIA. I don't even know if he took any shock. Oh, he took 1 shock from himself running. But other than that, he took 1 kill from the French. That was it. The French machine gun teams in 2 windows just aren't pumping out enough fire. I only had 1 in the top floor of 2 buildings with a 6-shot machine gun and 2 riflemen, so that's only 8 shots going out. And then each of these German squads was 14 shots coming back. And that's where the problem was. The tank didn't even really do a lot. Yeah, it looks scary, and the HE6 sounds bad, but in reality, HE6 isn't that scary when you start thinking about it. I wasn't too worried about the tank. I was worried about Kopke and his 2 squads just laying into me. Especially after a couple timely double phases by Andre, he really had a chance to just rip into this team up here, which survived, which is a miracle. That hard cover saved them, but they should have been dead with as much shots as they took. But they did lose a lot of guys. They took a lot of shock, and they did eventually get wiped out when he started firing point blank through these windows. But yeah, good job by Andre. Good plan and good way to position everybody. And yeah, I wish I could say it was a good game. It wasn't. It was a very one-sided game, but that's sometimes how it goes with the command dice. When they come out, and you do what they say. And it's all down to how you use those dice. So Andre did good. He swept the French off this table. They've broken through, and they're going to continue on with the conquest of France. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it. And I'll say thanks to Andre, and thanks for all you guys watching. And if you want to join in with our community we got going here, you can go to our Facebook page or group. I do have a Facebook page, but I don't really know what to do with that. I just post links to it. Anyway, Facebook group is where all the action is. A lot of very nice and very knowledgeable and very enthusiastic hobbyists on there, always sharing and just helping each other out. Maybe get through some hard times of trying to get some motivation to paint or whatnot. Whatever. Just a bunch of good people. And then we also have a Patreon, as you know. And we actually live streamed this game to the patrons tonight. Greg showed up and he was talking on our old wrap up. He was actually part of the wrap up as a patron almost. But like I said, I lost that. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next week.